Hello and welcome to Liz Bolter Wisdom. So today's video, I would like to talk about working with tools. Tools that support us. So they may be things like crystals, maybe tarot cards, oracle cards, all sorts of things like that. Maybe even working with sounds and smells and oils and things like that. So when I first started working with support tools, that would have been many years ago, 20, even 30 years ago. Actually, yeah, gosh, more than 30 years ago. I keep forgetting how old I am. So I very much saw these things such as crystals. We'll begin by maybe talking about crystals, because that is something that a lot of people work with. And I would very much see them as being separate to myself. So here's me, I'm in this body, and maybe, there's an energy field and all this kind of stuff. But this object, this crystal, was separate to me, and that crystal had some sort of special energy, special power that I could use, that I could maybe allow that crystal to kind of support me by using its energy in some way, and that energy potentially would change my energy. And I know a lot of people use things like crystals as protective, or to support themselves to go forward, to feel that they are inviting abundance in their lives. Abundance, that's something I really want to make a video about, so I'm gonna jot that down at the end of this. I keep getting so many ideas, and then they go again. So crystals. So what I did when I first started working with them was very much see them as separate. They were separate entities to me. Over the years, and certainly over the last, I would say, 10 to 15 years, that began to change. And that's because my work began to change. The way that I was accelerated really into working with what I may call my own energy field, my personal energy field, and working in this wider energy field, this wider consciousness that we have. And realizing through the work that I was doing, through the things that I was experiencing and perceiving, that actually there is not any separateness. This thing that we call, separate. There's me, there's this microphone, there's the computer, there's you guys. It's what we perceive. It's the reality, again, that we have collectively allowed ourselves to accept as a reality. But the more that you work with energies and energy fields, the more that you become in tune with yourself. And I know this is happening for a lot of people now. This feeling that there actually is not. There's not this separateness. So we are individuals. We come with an individual soul pattern, soul journey, but that does not just kind of stop at this energy field. My energy field is infinite, as is yours, as is everybody's, and so everything kind of works together, works in a symbiotic way, almost like a dance. I see like everything, all energy moving together like a dance, the ebb and the flow, the shifts that happen. So in terms of the way that I now work with things like crystals, with oracle cards, with other tools, any tools really, supportive tools, is that what I feel they are doing is, so within me, I have everything is within me. Everything, every energy pattern is within me. And what I mean by me, again, that could take a whole another long kind of explorational video. But if I focus on it as just what feels like me, so what feels like me might not be what feels like you. So it's focusing on the fact that we have everything within ourselves. We have all this wisdom. This wisdom is actually ours. We don't need to have something else to bring that wisdom into us. But I'm not saying by that you shouldn't reach out and utilize these supportive tools, because that can really help, and it certainly helped me a lot over the years. But it's when there is potentially a dependency, and also if that then clouds, in my opinion, your own perception of your own wisdom, your own innate wisdom that you have, that we all have, that has been somewhat denied to us. Again, that we have over, this is over a long, long, long time. This is over thousands of years that we have bought into a particular reality that says that that we are not fully wise, that we do not have a completeness within us. And so we have to reach out. We reach out to doctrines. We reach out potentially to philosophies, to religions. We reach out to objects. We reach out to other, what we call other. So with crystals now, what I learned to do, and I learned to do this with aromatherapy oils actually as well. That was a big learning curve for me. Was to really notice when I'm working with that crystal, and it's a communication. It's a communication that happens. There's a communication going on all the time with our energy fields, all the time. When I'm doing hands-on healing, it's a communication. I am not healing that person. There is a communication occurring between me, what I'm doing, and that person, and their energy field, and their soul, and our own their own wisdom, their own innate wisdom. So with a crystal, I may hold a crystal, and I may want to just tune in and ask, where in me is the wisdom that this crystal has to offer? And you may feel this on a physical sense. This may take a while. If you're not used to working in this way, then it may potentially take a while, because we are so fixated, even now with all the work that I've done over these years, there is a part of me that's still, fixated in this me and other. So it's a lot to dissolve in us as a human consciousness. I believe that we can do it overnight, if I'm honest, but it's our minds, it's our mindset, our mind patterns that kind of prevent us from doing it. There's a fear involved. If I don't have anything else to rely on other than myself, then am I okay? Am I safe? So that can kind of rock us a bit. But we are safe. We're fully safe. We're fully safe within our own wisdom. So tuning into a crystal, for instance, so it's just asking, okay, this is going to actually work with me on an energy communication level. That's what's happening. So potentially different crystals have different energy patterns. And that energy pattern can dance with your energy pattern or patterns. And so it's a conscious communication that can occur. Neither one has the power. Neither one has the kind of the more power, the more wisdom. This is about communicating with that part of you. So potentially that crystal can tap into that part of you, remind you of who you are, remind you of that part of you that crystal is resonating at, because you have that. This is the same, as I say, when I've worked for a long time. I actually went into a deliberate, very conscious exploration of aromatherapy oils, not using them on my skin or anything. I just literally was sniffing them and just getting the aroma from them. And I would choose one that I didn't know very much about, some that I did, but I would just allow myself to receive the energy of that particular oil, and see how it made me feel. Did it make me shift somewhere? Did I feel it in my body? Did I feel it in an emotional way? And to just work with that, and work with what responses, what communication, what energy dance was actually occurring. So this is the same again with oracle cards, tarot cards, etc. Again, I can do a whole video on that. These subjects are so massive, so it's just kind of trying to keep myself under control and not kind of run riot with what I want to say. So with oracle cards, again, it's tapping into your own wisdom. There's a communication. There is a communication, an energetic communication that occurs here when you are working with cards, with crystals, with oils, with aromas, with sound. Beautiful, beautiful sound. So, and it's a communication that happens when we're working with others, when what we call other people, what we perceive to be other. So I think if I could leave you with anything with this video, it's to become conscious, to allow yourself to have an inkling of your own wisdom, and then develop that into understanding the power of your wisdom, and allowing yourself to become more conscious of these energetic communications that occur, this dance that happens, and how that supports you. And if it doesn't feel right, then it doesn't feel right. Don't do it. If what I'm saying to you right now doesn't resonate, then just let it go. Because we're all on our own paths, we're all on our own journeys, and we're all coming in with different levels of resonance, and we're all kind of merging again. There's this collective dance that's happening. It's beautiful. This collective dance that is allowing us to unravel ourselves on an individual level and on a human consciousness level. Wow, we're literally just unraveling and finding that beauty within, that purity, that wisdom, that we are all fully wise, and that to focus on a wise communication with what we perceive as other. And that could be anything. That literally could be anything that we regard as other. But to be more conscious of that communication that's occurring. So I hope that gives you a taste of working in that way. Thanks for watching, and please get in touch at returntowisdom at hotmail.com. And if you get a chance, just if you can like or subscribe or make a comment, that would be absolutely fantastic. And if you've got any questions, just get in touch. Maybe you're someone who's doing this type of work as well. I just love to kind of touch base with other people that are also experiencing similar things, but also different things, and keeping my mind open to the fact that my way of doing things is not the only way. That's really important to me as well. So yeah, feel free to get in touch, or if you would like to work with me in any way, I can work face to face. I'm here in the UK, in Hertfordshire, or I can work online. So just get in touch. And thank you so much for watching, for listening. Thank you. Bye.